cost mean cost. What is the additional cost of producing 1 unit? Simple. It's the marginal cost. Additional cost of 1 unit. Marginal product is additional output. Additional output by employing 1 labor, 1 input. Marginal cost, additional cost of producing 1 output. Understand? So marginal cost measures the increase in total cost that arises from extra 1 unit of production. Still confused? Then please read that one. The marginal cost helps answering the following, which is how much does it cost to produce additional unit of output? That is name implies. Marginal mean additional, cost mean cost. Additional cost of producing 1 unit. Simple. And the formula is change in total cost divided by change in quantity. The marginal product formula is change in output divided by change in quantity. So marginal cost formula would be change in total cost divided by change in quantity. Right? So we have your book example. Thirsty Thelma lemonade stand. So they have given us the quantity, total cost, and marginal cost. So you see here, they have given us 0 output, and on 0 output total cost is 3. Right, guys? It means that must be fixed cost, right? And if I want to, if I give you a challenge to find out the variable cost, so variable cost would be total cost minus fixed cost. So 3.3 minus the fixed cost 3. Answer would be 0.3. 3.80, 3.80 minus 3. Answer would be 0.8. So you can also find out variable cost as well. Right? The small quantities gonna give you too much. Small, concept gonna give you too much information. So marginal cost formula is change in total cost divided by change in quantity. So where this 9 is coming from? 9 is coming from change in cost. Cost increase from 5.40 to 4.50. And units are from 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3. So that's why it's 0.9. Simple. The figure is the figure is a little bit blurry. So please ignore that one. Go to your chapter and you can find out over there a clear picture. So where this 1.9 is coming from, because marginal are normally written in the middle, see, so that it is easy to understand and okay, what is going on. So these are not written like that. These are written in the middle. See here. So this 210 is basically 2.10 is basically when units are increased 9 to 10. So change in total cost would be new cost 15. Old cost is 12.9. New units are 10, old units are 9. So that's why this is 2.1 here. Right? So we are just ending our discussion here. So what we have learned here up till now, we talked about the basics of microeconomics. We dived into the microeconomics as we talked about. It is the study of firms and household on a smaller level. Then we talked about the micro decision making on micro level. How firms make decisions? Firms make decisions on the basis of profit, right? So their economic objective is to earn profit, and then we talked about how we can increase profit, and we talked about there are multiple ways, but we can only influence or we can only control the one way, that is to decrease the cost. And then we talk about what kind of cost. There are two types of total cost. One is based on decision making and one is based on behavior. On decision making, we talked about, okay, cost is divided into, total cost is divided into explicit cost, implicit cost, right? And then we talked about, okay, total cost based on behavior. And on behavior, we talked about variable cost and fixed cost. What is variable cost? That vary with the level of output. The fixed costs that do not vary with the level of output. And then we talked about marginal cost. Marginal additional cost of producing one unit. And then we talked about its formula is change in total cost divided by change in quantity, right? So in next lecture, we will see their behavior, and then we will find out where we need to produce in order to decrease our cost, where we need to produce, how much quantity we need to produce so that we have minimum cost, and when we have minimum cost, our profit would be maximum. So that is our idea. Understand? So in next lecture, we will be finally, covering the topic that how we will be able to find out, minimum cost, and when our firm is operating in different markets, what would be our, production decisions. Okay, then we will talk about perfect competition and all that stuff. Then the real economics, macroeconomics, starts over there. Right now, we are just basing our analysis to total cost. Okay, any question? If no, then we will be ending our recording here. No more question? Okay, please watch the video. Okay, I would be uploading its chapter as well. Please read that chapter as well. Okay, take care until the next lecture, and stay safe. Keep smiling. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, class, and welcome to our 5th lecture series on microeconomics, and I'm your instructor, Jamal Haider. So before going to start our next chapter, so let's talk about our assignment. So today was the the deadline for the assignment. Okay, so I'm going to pause recording here and discuss about the assignment issues. Okay, class, we are back after discussing the assignment solution. So today we are starting a new chapter, chapter 13, which is cost of production. So from now on, we are actually diving deep into the study of microeconomics. Okay. Okay, after this chapter, 13th chapter, we would be having our midterm exam. So this is just a proposed date, because today is 14. We will be having our first lecture, and then in next lecture, in next lecture we will be finishing this this chapter, and then on 28th we will be having our midterm. So I'm giving you the option, either we are going to do it on 28th or either on 4th of November. It's up to you to choose the date. If there is a conflict, then I would be going with majority. I would be posting these two dates and do some kind of election. Majority says, if majority says 28th of October, I would go for 28th of October. If not, then on 4th of November. Okay. So let's talk about the microeconomics. So microeconomics is basically coming from a Greek word micro with K, which meaning small, right? So microeconomics is basically a branch of economics that studies the behavior of individuals, small impacting organizations in making decisions on allocation of resources, right? So basically it typically applies to a market where goods, services are bought and sold, right? In which we talk about some small stuff. For example, if China is big, Shanghai is small. So China is macro and Shanghai is micro, right? So if you compare macro with micro, so macro means which looks economy as a whole. For example, inflation is not a problem for Shanghai, it is a problem for China, right? Unemployment, right? Similarly, economic growth, money supply, this kind of stuff is, oh, wait a second. Everyone, can you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
good. I just accidentally pressed on the top of my laptop and there was a restart button. Sorry. Okay. So like we studied the microeconomics, so macroeconomics is a branch of economics that examine the economic behavior in aggregate, for example, income, employment output on national scale. So if in a nutshell, micro looks like individual unit, so like household or industry. So it sees and examines the trees, just a metaphor. So macroeconomics, macro, it looks as a whole, which means it sees and analyzes forest. So you can see the scale over there, right? So let's dive deep into this introduction of our today's chapter.